Good evening, one and all. We welcome you all to the international webinar series on holistic health, well-being, and sustainable development 2022, commemorating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, nation celebrating 75 years of independence. UN Sustainable Development Goals 2030 as part of awareness and campaigns in collaboration with Srihol, Holistic Health Foundation India, and Sri Research Institute and Center for Art, Sciences and Well-being. Before we start today's session, let's take the blessings of Almighty.
कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः
With the blessings of Almighty, we shall continue to today's sessions. Today we have commemorations. Let's first look at the commemorations which are spread across the week. Then we will move on to today's commemoration. Today, we have various weeks being commemorated. Malnutrition Awareness Week, National Eye Health Week, National Rehabilitation Awareness Week, Recycle Awareness Week, Recycle Now Week, World Reflexology Week, and Adopt a Less Adoptable Pet Week. Apart from that, we have various other commemorations like Erotic Dissection Awareness Day and National Judge Day and National Women Road Warrior Day and National Cat Day and National Pirate Day, among others. So let's briefly go one by one. In short, this week is celebrated as Malnutrition Awareness Week, that is September 19th to 23rd in US. So Malnutrition Awareness Week takes place from September 19 to 23 every year. And it is an annual and multi-organizational campaign created by ASPEN, American Society for Parental and Maternal Nutrition, in 2012 to raise awareness about malnutrition. The goal of the week is to educate healthcare professionals on early detection, prevention, and treatment of malnutrition, and further consumers to discuss their nutrition status with healthcare professionals. And it is supported by more than 110 organizations worldwide. While the general public is advised to pay more attention to their nutritional health, webinars are held for medical practitioners to equip them with the knowledge to easily diagnose and handle malnutrition cases. So, as we have seen, Malnutrition Awareness Week was launched in 2012 by the American Society for Parental and Enteral Nutrition, ASPEN. ASPEN, founded in 1975 and made official in 1976, is a non-profit organization whose members are involved in providing clinical nutrition therapies, including parenteral and enteral nutrition. Aspen is a community of dietitians, pharmacists, nurses, physicians, scientists, students, patients, and caregivers. It has nearly 6,000 members worldwide who are committed to the improvement of patient care by progressing the science and practice of clinical nutrition and metabolism. Malnutrition Awareness Week began with the objective of educating health specialists about early detection and treatment of malnutrition, teaching people the importance of sharing their nutrition status with healthcare specialists and creating conscious of nutrition's role in the individual's health. Aspen works with many ambassadors and sponsors to grow the movement of Malnutrition Awareness Week. To date, the event has reached more than 15.7 million medical practitioners, political leaders, community agencies, patients, and caregivers. Malnutrition Awareness Week is also under the National Health Observances calendar. This program has gained recognition from US senators, governors, and other groups. This year in 2022, Aspen has a movement going on. They seek to have all 50 states recognize the week. Members of the public are called to sign on petitions for the governor of the state to formally declare September 19 to 23 as Malnutrition Awareness Week. The declaration will influence policies and offer opportunities to reach the public on a wider scale. So, what are types of malnutrition? There are four major forms of undernutrition: fasting, stunting, being underweight, and deficiencies in vitamins and minerals. The best way to prevent malnutrition is to eat a healthy diet and balanced diet. And malnutrition is the condition that occurs when the body is denied vitamins, minerals, and other nutrients it needs to maintain healthy tissues and organ function. So, as part of this, we are advertising webinars, workshops, and malnutrition awareness to people that will encourage their participation. And we can post insightful information about malnutrition on social media and educate people around you, along with the community awareness programs. And there is a lot of useful knowledge to apply to ourselves and people around us that can be acquired from attending malnutrition awareness events online and offline, and a supporter of your own health by attending various awareness events. And Aspen is currently on a mission to make Malnutrition Awareness Week a national event, meaning recognized by all 50 states in US, and help the good cause by signing the petition to your state governor to publicly declare the event. And outside US also, around 110 countries are members of different countries are participating. So you can join any of the event being organized commemorating today's event, like you are attending today now. So Malnutrition affects billions of people. Statistics show that 2 billion people worldwide suffer from malnutrition, and malnutrition comes in all sizes. People with malnutrition can be both underweight or overweight. Malnutrition does not discriminate and is a significant problem across the world, including in the US. Older individuals are exposed to a high risk of malnutrition. And malnutrition programs are not costly. Scaling up programs to target malnutrition worldwide would cost only $11.8 billion per year, compared to $618.7 billion spent on the US military expenditure in 2013. And two-thirds of malnutrition victims live in Asia. Although the continent with the highest malnutrition rate, two-thirds of those struggling with malnutrition stay in Asia. So though Asians consume more meat, it is a greatest myth on the planet. I would like to say that consuming more meat or more, these products, it will make you, fit, healthy, and meet adequate requirements. Even, recent, we have seen the report which states that even most of the Indians consumes, uh, meat products, but still they are undernourished and overnourished, and lot of nutrition diseases are there. So, by just consuming meat and meat products and leaving all the leafy vegetables, cereals, pulses are the major cause, focusing more on meat. And meat is a very costly affair when compared to leafy vegetables, which you can get even for 10 rupees, 15 rupees. You can mix up with the cereals, pulses, and you can consume. But, buying meat or meat products is very costly and is not affordable. And there are a lot of side effects or, a lot of problems, issues that comes, because meat takes 2 days to, digest. And unless and until it is getting completely digested, there are a lot of toxins, and undigested food remains in your body, and a lot of calories and other energy are generated in the process, and you need a rigorous, lifestyle to digest them. It's not so easy like any other leafy vegetables or pulses or cereals, which can be easily digestible. So there are a lot of issues. So we all need to be consciously aware, not go by the propaganda on the media, which business houses are trying to promote more meat consumption, so that people will fall prey to more diseases, and the pharma industry, hospital industry can gain. But ultimately, public are being fooled, and they are taking toll on their health by getting into this trap of media advertisements. Even when you open YouTube or whatever you see, and lot of advertisement, persuade to tempt you to buy more and more meat products. That will again, so that means more and more meat consumption. That means more and more cattle farming. That means more methane consumption, methane emission, and other, because to feed, again, to raise animals for the purpose of meat, lot of food crops are used. So more hunger deaths, and again, it is contributing to the pollution. Well, because a lot of pollution is caused with unhygienic practices, and lot of water and food grains which otherwise could feed many people. People are dying with hunger. Even today, the statistics we see, lot of people are not even having one day meal, and even many people are dying with hunger. Instead of feeding them, we are feeding animals, which are in turn used as, you know, uh, food for again. So to raise 1 kg of chicken, or for that matter 1 kg of meat, Now, how much kilo of pulses, how much kilo of cereals, how much kilo of various other food products are required, and how many liters of water required. If you know that, it's always a safer alternative for the sustainable development of the planet. And also our fellow sisters and brothers are dying with hunger, and we are just enjoying, this plate full of meat, biryanis, and all, and our fellow brothers and sisters are dying with hunger, and we are depriving them of their food and water. So we have to be very conscious, not get into the propaganda or media publicity or media houses publicity. They always want to make business. The more uh, they always, even at the cost of lives of people, or even at the cost of health of people, they try to persuade uh, people or population to go with high risk taking behaviors, and such behaviors to eat more junk food, more meat consumption, so that they get uh, prey to various diseases, illness, disorders, so that they get hospitalized and they consume more medication. So it's like a cycle where you fall into the trap and just go on and on and on, taking toll of your health. So it is very important. I don't say that you should not consume meat or you consume meat. It's up to individuals. But you should be conscious whether the consumption of meat is really contributing to you and your nutrition health, and whether it is really contributing to the nation. Otherwise, there are other alternatives. Of course, whenever we talk about these issues, always people say, drinking, when we see, talk about drinking, alcohol is the most highly, is the most common cause for deaths and diseases and lot of crime that is happening. But business are widely promoted, even governments widely promote. They themselves produce and distribute and sale because they need money. They are not bothered about public health. And and they have a statement also at times saying that if it is available, it's consumers only demanding more and more. If it is available, also consumers should be. If they stop drinking, will stop producing. So it is indirectly whether there is no single benefit on the planet that can, help you by consuming uh, alcohol, and it is the most abused substance abuse in the world. And World Health Organization, everyone is trying to reduce, but governments officially are promoting. They themselves are the producers, the largest producers in the world. So with this simple act, we can know what uh, motto the government and business has. They want money, just make out of money, even at the cost of people's lives, no matter what happens. So we all have to be very conscious whether we'll fall in the trap and consume more liquor, smoke more cigarettes, or eat more meat and spoil our health, or take a conscious decision to reduce or not to consume meat, tobacco, and alcohol. So we have to be very wise. We have to take conscious decision so that we do not fall in the trap, or get persuaded by these media advertisements and social stigma. Nowadays, all people, that's why I always, say people lack common sense. And most of the population is lacking common sense. They think that if you don't drink, you are not a human being at all. This kind of propaganda, you have so much into trap of that, that if you think that without drinking, you are not even a human being in the very first place. It's so kind of brainwashing they have done that today you are in a very wrong thought process. Your perceptions has changed. So you have to be again, we need to, as a health professionals, as a, medical professionals, or as an allied health professionals, or as a counselors, as psychologists, now it is our responsibility to again, make them unlearn and relearn that this is our myths, and the fact is that governments and business are trying to promote, make more money out of your habits and lifestyles. So you have to make conscious decisions. See, no one is going to give you money for free, or no one is going to give you free meat or free alcohol, free tobacco. Your hard-earned money, which otherwise could be used for your family or for your development as an savings or as an investment or for your children's future. You are just wasting that money on drinking alcohol and consuming more meat products, and uh, uh, by smoking, which is of no use. You are creating a lot of pollution to the environment, causing cancers. And today, cancer is the highest, disease that is killing. Diabetes is the highest disease that is killing. Because of this lifestyle, the glucose contents are more, and by consuming more and more meat, there are a lot of calories that is there, and undigested food that is creating a lot of toxins. A lot of these, you have to be very careful. You have to, it's not that I am saying, but you think over what is a fact. You verify the facts and see if they are really contributing to your health or deteriorating your health. So it is very important that, and more selective. Nowadays, we are not eating all the kinds of foods. We are very selective of what we are eating. That is also causing either malnutrition or overnutrition or undernutrition. So we need to follow this, balanced diet. Yes, in food groups, we have different food groups that provides, various nutrients essential to our body, our, functioning. So even in that, there is a large food group. Even if you like or doesn't like one food item, there is an alternative always. So you can go for that if you are allergic to one or other kind of food. And now this is also a greatest myth now. See, like everyone is saying, stop eating rice and start eating wheat. This is what happening now. And lot of problems are coming while consuming wheat and only chapatis and leaving rice. See that there is a here the concept or the idea uh, behind this is not to consume more energy foods than required. Because rice generally South Indians, especially we consume more rice, and especially in North India they consume more, chapati, roti, and more this potato. So that gives immense energy for them. If they don't, they are just sitting idle, and they don't, um, what you call, they don't spend their calories in burning out. What will happen? It will cause a lot of cardiac diseases and others, because there North India wheat is grown more. That's why it is used, and South India rice is grown more. So we have to understand, not simply following like a fool, whether someone is eating something and because that is grown locally, because Punjab and all other states, they grow wheat instead of rice. So that is common food for them. And here in South India, we more rice is grown, and that is rice bowl of India. So so local food here is rice. So you need to just reduce the quantity of rice. It doesn't mean you stop the rice and you consume one. Now wheat, everyone is allergic to, almost most of the people now are allergic to wheat. And lot of problem is by consuming meat, especially it is creating either you eat wheat or meat, both are creating a lot of problems. So we have to be very conscious, not get carried away by, by this propaganda. See, even if you are shifting to wheat diet also, how many chapatis you have to eat? Hardly one or two. But you stop, sometimes what people are doing, they are stopping eating rice and they are eating 10 chapatis, 20 chapatis. What is the use? This wheat creates lot of heat, lot of acidic in stomach. And again, if you don't, so that night, overall night, you will have this burning sensation and lot of problems that are coming with consumption of meat and also wheat. So these all are very important. It's not that we are promoting anything, we are, discouraging anything. We are just discussing the facts. It's up to you, or it's up the consumer, or whoever, what to consume, what not consume. But we should make conscious decision. We should see whether it is really contributing to us, whether it is local food. See, it is always promoted since ages, since thousands and thousands of years. Whatever locally produced, we have to consume them. Now we are importing apples. Earlier, it was only available in one season. Today, every season, every fruit, every vegetable is available, which are unseasonal, which is, that is a major problem that is causing a lot of, again, diseases and illness. So nature has given us a lot of, foods, vegetables, and, lot of crops which are seasonal. Means they are meant to consumed in that season, which gives us best benefits. In other season, if you consume, it can aggravate, it can create new problems. And certain foods are, best consumed in their locality. Like we are importing lot of fruits and, these food products from other countries, which they are best suitable in that climatic conditions, in that, temperatures or what. But they are consuming, that is good for them. So we are blindly importing them and we are consuming. We see lot of fruits, lots of vegetables, which are not available in, not were consumed in India. We are importing lot of them and we are consuming today. So it will definitely create more problems. Instead of, always, so always focus, eat on what is available locally. That is cheaper and you will get fresh, good quality. And, so that you can consume easily and whatever season. Naturally, we can eat and we can have balanced food. See, soya is best alternative. If if you want to get rid of meat, whatever meat gives, more than that soya gives. So that is very simple alternative to get away. Even the taste, flavor, the texture, the, whatever you want, if you are able to prepare, you can get the same thing from soya bean, along with all the nutrients, everything. There is no difference. There are a lot of, Vegan campaign that is going on where they are teaching, this tofu and meal maker, lot of different, you can literally prepare anything. See, the taste that comes is with the masala, that all spices which adds to the dish. So with the same thing, you can, you can say use the same spices with this soya and various other alternatives, and you get the same taste and same, texture and same satisfaction of consuming them. So you go for such alternatives where you can consume and you have your satisfaction, and at the same time which are healthy. And apart from that, it is also very much required to have all kinds of foods in all food groups, that will help you to gain balanced diet. Never skip rice. Rice is always beneficial, but take in small quantity. Water, and that quantity depends on individual to individual. If you are doing heavy work, sedimentary work, moderate work, or depending on the type of work you are doing, you need to consume the quantity. So if you are doing heavy work, then you have to consume more quantity. That's all. But replacing one item with the other item just because it is creating something is again it is creating a lot of problems, lot of issues. So we have to be very conscious, pay attention to how nutrition plays a role in general well-being, and in turn will lead to a healthier way of life for all. Especially find out ways to contribute to our well-being and also others' well-being. And healthcare specialists, caregivers, patients, and everyone else acquires useful information from the movement of malnutrition awareness. And the more people are aware, the fewer cases of undiagnosed conditions will happen. And this also promotes a chance for people to recognize how harmful malnutrition, undernutrition, overnutrition can be. And it also encourages people to pay attention to their nutrition and care about getting help for the people who need it. And this entire month is also Nation Poshan Month. So we need to focus more on nutrition, even in India also. So let's have a healthy diet, try to reduce meat consumption or avoid. In case you are not able to avoid, try to reduce as much as less as possible. And focus on a vegetarian diet that is easy to digest and easy to purchase, less price comparatively, and offers many good benefits. And as an alternative, you can go with soya products, or so that gives you all the benefits that meat gives. And it is also very human. That means uh, you know there is no animal killing, there is no non-violence, there is no suffering, and it is environment friendly. There is no pollution that is being caused, and it is not only environment friendly but also very sustainable. Then we will move on to our next commemoration, National Eye Health Week, that is commemorated from September 19 to 25 in United Kingdom. National Eye Health Week takes place during the last full week in September every year. So this takes place from 19 to 25, and it's time to check on your eye health. It's great time to let people know that its importance and need for regular eye exams. During this long event, the UK government and various other organizations plan activities in line and keeping your vision healthy. Eye care is important for everyone and goes beyond blurry vision, eye irritation, and need for glasses. The eye was thought of a white ball in ancient Egypt. Doctors believed that it contains fluid, and if the fluid leaked out, the person would go blind. And they tried to put the fluid back in, but this did not work. And doctors also thought cataracts could be treated by putting hot poker onto the eye. And during Roman times, doctors believed poor vision resulted from a cold or wet brain. And the treatment was to vomit and do bloodletting to warm up and dry the brain. And doctors treated eye diseases with herbal medicines based on this idea. In Greek times, doctors started to think that the eyes were not just white balls and fluid with fluid in them. They began to use lenses to see things more closely, but they were made of glasses and didn't help people see very well. The real breakthrough came in 1000 AD when the Persian scientist Ibn al-Haytham studied how the light enters the eye and how we see things. He detailed his findings in the book titled Book of Optics. This is in Western context, though the entire world knows that, Indians, there are various surgeons and, physicians from India who mastered even before West know anything about the medicine, thousands and thousands of years back. The earliest known evidence of glasses were found in Italy, date back to 1286. At that time, they were believed to be worn only by monks and scholars. But they quickly spread in popularity among the general public. And National Health Eye Week is an annual event that started in 2012, and it raises awareness about the importance of eye health and the need for people to have regular eyesight tests. And the UK's four national eye health and sight loss charities, including RNIB, work together this week to promote eye health and highlight some serious issues surrounding sight line loss. So many fruits which are rich in antioxidants and therefore have a positive effect on eye health, such as in that country, so which are locally cultivated foods like red berries, kiwi, red and green bell peppers, tomatoes, broccoli, spinach, and juices made from guava, grapefruit, and orange are rich in antioxidants. You can consume whatever is local available, which are rich in antioxidants. And how do you know if eyes are unhealthy? Check for blurred vision, burning and itching of eyes, fluctuation in vision, or the appearance of a dark spot at the center of your vision. So these can be no symptoms that your eyes are unhealthy. Get it checked. And most of us can get our eyesight back to normal in case of such conditions. So we have to visit an eye doctor from time to time to help improve our vision. And there is no quick fix cure for correcting your eyesight. Healthy eating habits and sensible choices can help you retain good eyesight for longer. So always see your doctor and get it checked regularly, periodically. And whether, we always have a positive relationship with our eye care professional, because they will be there for you when you need them. And if you don't need them also, you want to keep it that way. And many people only go to the eye doctor when they have trouble seeing things up close or far away. But regular visits are vital for catching the signs of early stage eye disease. Kids should have their eyes tested by the age 3, and adults should keep up with routine vision tests every 2 years. If you already have eye conditions like glaucoma or macular degeneration, you may need more frequent visits. And wear protective eye gear during gardening, working with tools, or playing sports. The sun rays can damage eyes. So wear sunglasses with 100% UVA and UVB protection. And if we look at the facts related to eyes, the fastest muscle in our body is a blink, typically lasts 100 to 150 milliseconds in a single second. And it's possible to blink 5 times in a single second. So your eyes are just a camera. Your eyes functions like camera, capturing light and sending information to your brain. And newborn babies can see objects through 8 to 5 inches away. As they grow, their focus changes. And blind people can dream as long as they were not born blind. So it is also possible to restore their eyesight based on the investigation if they are not born blind. And it's comparable to a camera, as eyes are equivalent to image quality, and you get if you can combine 24 top of the line DLSRs into one. And this week raises awareness about the importance of good eye care and encourages people to take care of and protect their eye vision and their vision. The initiative also aims to educate people about the wide range of services available in the UK to help those with eye conditions. This initiative also aims to educate people. They have an opportunity to learn about the wide range of services available in the UK to help those with eye conditions. And many eye health centers will offer discounted or even free eye health checkups. So thus, importance of eye health can reach all levels of society. In the end, people will have an eye health or at least a cure for eye disease. So with this, we shall end the commemoration. And this week is also celebrated as National Rehabilitation Awareness Week. Basically, this is celebrated in US. National Rehabilitation Awareness Week is a time to acknowledge the many benefits that can rise from rehab programs. It highlights the positive impact that these services make in lives of people in need. So this week encourages that every person desires to live his or her life to the fullest. So let's look into that. The NRAF, National Rehabilitation Awareness Foundation, does a lot of meaningful work. Why not show your support by making a donation or purchasing some and seek out a brief community lecture about a specific area of rehabilitation, like speech therapy, occupational therapy, speech language pathology, or physical therapy, anything, etc. And show your appreciation to staff members who work so tirelessly to provide a rehabilitation services. And basically, this is a more holistic approach, and substance abuse and there is this is a great opportunity, in fact, to include these dedicated individuals who provide rehab services to people in need. And the National Rehabilitation Awareness Foundation strives to highlight the positive impact that these services have. So this Awareness Week acknowledges the professionals in the field and impact these services in the lives of children, adults, and other adults alike. So rehab can benefit a person physically, mentally, and spiritually, whether someone is undergoing inpatient care, following a major surgery, or attends a therapy session once in a week to correct a minor issue. Rehab services are there to help and to be a guide on the road to recovery. And this week is also Recycle Awareness Week from 19 to 25 in UK. Recycle Awareness Week is celebrated every week during a full week from September 19 to 25. This week is a long holiday, provides an excellent opportunity for the people. And the long holiday provides an excellent opportunity for people all over the world to come together and support the noble cause of recycling. It only takes a quick glance around the house to determine which items can be recycled. Instead of throwing things away, separate recyclable materials such as paper, you know, uh, so instead of throwing things away, separate recyclable materials such as paper, green, brown bottles, and jars and plastic bottles. Now, next commemoration is World Reflexology Week. To promote reflexology and raise awareness about this form of therapy, it aims to elevate uh, reflexology in the minds of public on a global level. And reflexology is a very different from foot massage, although it looks similar to foot massage, but mm, yes, although it looks similar to foot massage, reflexology is a different form of therapy where current pressure is applied to specific points in the body to promote healing, so that learn about amazing benefits of reflexology and spread awareness to people who need it to the most. And Arctic Dissection Awareness Day is observed, with the objective to raise awareness about aortic dissection, a relatively unknown but life-threatening disorder. Several organizations across the globe offer patients and their families, medical professionals, and the general public a range of sources to help them understand, accommodate, and today is also Erotic Dissection Awareness Day. The objective of the day is to awareness about the erotic disease, a relatively unknown but life-threatening disorder. Several organizations across the globe offer patients and their families, medical professionals, and general public a range of resources to help them understand the coordination better. Erotic dissection is a condition where inner layer have so erotic dissection is a condition in which the inner layer of the body's main artery and today along with this week is commemorated as a marketing and alcohol consumption and various other consumptions other than the basic language. And this week also commemorates adopt a less adoptable pet week. So pets are our friends and they give so much meaning to our lives. And it is sad to think about certain animals are considered less adoptable because they are not perfect. And pet shelters, rescue homes, and veterinary clinics raise awareness by helping people to realize and accept that these less adoptable pets also deserve a loving home. These animals are just as loving and sweet and kind of as all other pets. So adopt a pet today. Don't buy them. That will help at least some puppies. So we have another. Yeah, recycle. You can see it's almost 20 years since the Household Recycling Act was passed in the United Kingdom, and Recycle Now Week was created. And Recycle Now Week was created so that government, corporations, and the general public can work towards recycling things as much as possible. And waste management is a serious concern, and recycling goods is one of the best ways to ensure a sustainable future for all ourselves and future generations. So recycling has been prominent since ancient times. Studies show that the broken tools were often recycled and reused in the 4th century AD, and reports suggested that the paper was first recycled by the Japanese in 1031, and Britain raw materials from various making bricks came from ashes of burnt wood. It was cost-effective way to produce raw materials, as cost of virgin raw materials would be twice as much. And Benjamin the industrial era saw an increase in automobiles and railroads and infrastructure, metal parts, iron scrap, and machinery parts began to be collected and recycled. During the World War I and World War II, the importance of recycling grew. The economy had taken a massive hit, and many campaigns were organized to encourage people to recycle and reuse as much as possible, as the whole world was facing a shortage of raw materials and food sources. In 1970, the recycling of aluminum appeared. Electronic waste like e-waste was recycled for the first time in 1992. The United Nations General Assembly conducted and responsible consumption and production. Recycle Now Week uh, created in the United Kingdom to encourage people to recycle goods in their households. Media corporations, business, and the government come together and organize more campaigns and create awareness about climate change and how important is recycling is. Things like food tins, plastic bottles, newspapers, phone cards, and cardboard can increase the risk to prevent. And, and what things cannot be recycled. So like glass, cookware, nail polish bottles, windows glass, cards with glitter, and laminated pouches cannot be recycled. And if we see, look at the initiatives taken by corporates. McDonald's has set up over 1,000 recycling stations in the weather. Recycle goods in your household. You haven't started the practice of recycling, then this is the best time to start reaping the benefits. Things like newspapers, magazines, aluminum cans, and plastic bottles can be recycled. Let everyone know the importance of this day. Take pictures of, uh, participants engaging in offline events such as so it is proven that aluminum can be recycled without any loss in quality or quantity, and reducing aluminum is said to have saved the power equivalent to the power consumed by the television for 2 hours. And it saves trees. It is believed that about 200 million trees can be saved just by meeting and newspapers. Research shows that just by recycling 1,000 kilograms of paper, we can save about 6,000 gallons of water. And making plastic from recycled plastic consumes about 80% of energy that making from a virgin plastics. And today is also National Jet Day. And this day celebrates anyone around the world and today is also erotic dissection awareness day. As you all know, the erotic dissection is a dissection of erotic nerve or pathways which carry out circulate blood to all parts of the body, and it is observed September 19th every year. And the objective of the day is to raise awareness among the erotic dissection, a relatively unknown but life-threatening disorder. Several organizations across the globe offers patients, their families, medical professionals, and the general public of range of resources to help them understand the condition better. Erotic dissection is a condition in which the inner layer of the body main arteries, that is aorta, tears. that is blood flowing through the aorta rushes out through the aorta, which causes the inner and middle layers of the artery to split. If the individual's body seeps through the outermost layer of the aorta, the dissection is usually deadly. So aortic dissection is a condition in which the inner layer of the body's main artery, aorta, tears, uh, blood flowing through it, through the aorta rushes out through the tear, which causes the inner and middle layer of the aorta to split. If the individual's blood flows through the outermost layer of the aorta, the dissection is usually deadly. The condition is generally uncommon. It tends to occur in men in their 60s and 70s. And, the symptoms of aortic dissection include sudden and severe pain in the chest or upper back, sudden and severe stomach pain, loss of consciousness, shortness of breath, leg pain, weak pulse in one arm or thigh, and trouble walking. The condition is caused by a weakened aortic wall. They are split into two groups depending on which area is affected. Type A aortic dissection is taken by and as we have seen that they are split into two groups depending on which area is affected. Uh, type A aortic dissection is more common and dangerous than type B, as it involves a tear in the portion of aorta that exists the heart, and the tears may occur. The tear or a tear may occur in the upper aorta. This can extend to the abdomen. Type B invokes uh, so with this, we shall conclude this topic, and we have two another major commemorations. National Women Road Warrior Day. So this day is to honor efforts of working women who fight against the odds to remain successful and influential. Today, truly being a working day and managing kids is not easy, especially if you have to travel a lot for work. However, it is not impossible either. All that is required is desire to make difference and the motivation to achieve success. A woman road warrior travels because no, because it is partrident. And all that is required is difference and motivation to achieve success. A woman road warrior travels because it is part of her job and she still meets deadlines no matter what the situation is. Are you a woman with road warrior? Over the years, women have contributed a great deal to the advancement of business and workplaces in the world. And, In 1850s, women were the ones who kickstand So globally, in 2017, $1.33 trillion was spent on the business travel worldwide. According to the Global Business Travel Association, 1.3 billion business trips are taken in the US every day. And the cost of nutrition campaign meals may take up to 21% of the business and traveling. The most expensive business travel cities. When we look at Los Angeles, San Francisco, Washington, D.C., New York made the top 10 list for 2019 for the most expensive digital travel tips. So with this, we'll conclude for the day. Conclude this topic. And this day reminds traveling working women to also to take care of her health and well-being so that they can continue to be strong and inspirational. And today is also respect for the aged day in Japan. So our elders are our link to the past and a better way to future, and there is a honor to them on the respect for the aged day. It is Japanese festival celebrated on the third Monday of September of each year. And it is national holiday in Japan on which people celebrate spending time with their elderly and friends. So after World War II, when a small town called Nomatimura, now renamed as Yechiocho, is in the Haigo Prefecture in Japan, ordained that September 15th be known as Old Fox Day or Toshiari no Hai. The mayor of the town, Maso Kodwaki, believed that the people should look up to their elders and those 55 and over for guidance after the chaos and hardship of war. The reasons for choosing this particular date vary. Some legends say that the Euro falls in Japan miraculously cured a young man's father around the exact period, while others say that this date was selected because a legendary regret named Prince Toku established a home for the aged, which is now in turn named after a god which was born on this date. So over the years, the local celebration gained popularity around Japan and being renamed Keiro no Hai and reached its peak status over 2 decades later when it was designed and as a national holiday. The acted date to honor and the age changed when Japan introduced a system. And, uh, And in Japan, apart from being respectful to elders as a cultural norm, Japanese nationals observe a special day known as Respectful for the Aged to honor the uh, citizen, professors or so on. And Keiro Nohai originated a small village called Nomadani Mura, known as Taka Chotodi. And Japanese citizens turning 100 years old in the 12 months before the day, they receive special silver oak dish on this holiday. And the number of centenarians in Japan is high. Since 1950, Japan's elderly population has been on the rise and is expected to be 35.3% by 2040 as part of balanced diet is one of the reasons for Japan's high population of centenarians. So with this, we shall conclude. Yeah, if you have any queries, we have Cat Day, Pirate Day, that act as a pirate today. That is an enacting, and that one, and cat DNA Day, and all those are promoting cat as a pet and taking welfare of them. So there is no much significance for that, because we are already commemorating various days, especially this September is a month where we can see a lot of commemorations, especially with respect to you know commemoration of animals, lot of animals. So with this, we shall conclude to today's commemorations. And if you have any queries, you can put in chat box or raise your hand. Yeah, V2037. Do you have any query? You have raised your hand. Okay. Okay, then if no one has any queries or clarifications, kindly fill up the feedback form, which will be raised in the form of polls. There will, as already informed. So there will be no feedback form that will be shared outside. So fill up the feedback form within the platform in the form of polls. You can see overall feedback form. Quickly fill up the feedback form. It has been launched. And we have shared registration link in the chat box. So even before or after event, quickly register. Quickly fill up the feedback form. And in the meanwhile, I will also show you. We have 5 minutes to fill up the feedback form. So yeah, there is a query how to download your certificates, like every day or whenever required, we are sharing it. So quickly, let's look into that. So here, once you visit the website, here you can see International Webinar Series on Holistic Health, Well-being and Sustainable Development. You can click on this. And here you can see on the left side, there is a navigation menu where weekdays, Sundays, special day schedule is listed. Based on whichever date you are attending, you navigate to that month. Like if it is on weekdays, you can select a weekday and you can just select any of the weekday. So if today is 19th, you can go to 19th. And here you can see the flyer. And here you can see the link to download your certificate. Similarly, this is weekday and Sundays also. You can just click, go to recent Sunday. If it is yesterday's, then you can click on yesterday, 18th. Just you need to remember date and month. Here you will see the download link. As you know, the standard time of 15 working days, after which you can visit website and download. And as I already informed, there is a formality strictly everyone has to adhere, that is registered. Here you can see all the participants or speakers or presenters have to register. And if participate, provide feedback and put up adequate attendance so that they can download their participation certificate. And for speakers, they need to register and they need to share their details, complete all the formalities and present. And we are also giving presentation cum participation certificate. So participate, provide feedback, download your presentation and participation certificate. Generally, for speakers, we are sharing it personally. So speakers need not come to website and download your certificates. And as we are already sharing personally, we are also not uploading them. So similarly, you can just find any date and you can download it. And sometimes there are special occasions where you can see here, And the special day schedule, see, it's a very simple thing. Just common sense is required. You can just see in weekdays, there are not many links also. Either it is in weekdays or Sundays. If in both days, and it all depends, like when we are announcing, when you are attending, when you are alert, you are able to sort it out. I mean, find out. If you are just logged in, not attending to meeting, not listening properly, or you just log in and log out, you will not have any awareness. That's why it is very important when you are attending, you follow all these instructions. That's why inaugural and valedictory is very important. You walk in and walk out at your convenient time. You don't know what is happening and what are the instructions given, and you keep wandering. This is the problem, and you don't try to understand, explore website. You waste times, days together, just looking here and there, but you don't, generally go in a systematic way. How many links are there here? Hardly. How much time it will take? Very less time, right? So you can just visit this website and hardly you have 4 or 5 links. You can go through each link and find out what is there in each link. Here there is calendar where you can subscribe and get all the updates. And here is the schedule where you can, directly visit whichever date event, irrespective of, you can just select any date and you can click on it. And these are different sections, like I mentioned. This schedule is enough if you just bookmark it and you can just click on it. And as I already mentioned, certain days, all certificates are generated once. If any of the speaker haven't yet completed their formalities, entire process will come into halt, because we don't have time. You can waste your time, but we don't have time. So we will not issue any certificates unless and until all the process gets completed. And we have time, maybe additional 15 days, or we keep trying. We have sent email also. In spite of that, see the irresponsibility, we haven't even yet received responses. In spite they know that they have presented, they have not shared, then we also are helpless. And we will continue. And there are holidays. And see how lack of common sense is quite common nowadays. When it is clearly mentioned on the website, see, here it is clearly mentioned. There are festival holidays till 15 September. And people like fools daily keep messaging. What does that mean? When we have told, already informed, that there will be no, here we have clearly mentioned, verification, e-certificate and other services will resume from 16th September. And what is this? Does it make any sense? You keep on texting? Have some common sense, basic common sense. What is the use of studying so much? What is the use of having so much experience, so many degrees, when you don't have common sense? So you need to follow, you need to check first. That is why this this education is lacking values. You are getting degrees, but you are lacking common sense. You are not able to have ethics, morals, anything. You just are very selfish and very mean, and you don't even bother about other people or others' well-being or others' priorities. For you, your certificate is important. But in the very first place, if you haven't given an opportunity, then what will happen? You will just have no opportunity also to present, and no certificate also. You have to be very patient. So if all these formalities are completed, we are immediately issuing. See, last days also issue September all events, that is special days and Sundays were already issued. And August 15th, many are pending. So whose responsibility is that? We cannot go to every time issue every certificate. So you need to complete formalities, otherwise wait for them. Even if one person doesn't complete, everyone has to pay for it. Pay in the sense the delay that will happen. We are also helpless because we can't waste time if you don't follow procedures. And we will see for another couple of days and we will issue. And we will not issue again who do not complete the formalities. And many times we are telling to strictly to follow formalities and we are not following the formalities. And there are instructions given in e-certificate. When you visit link, there are instructions here. No one is following, like stupids and fools you are messaging. And have some common sense. We call yourself as professionals, behave in a professional manner. All these details are there. 99.9% I can show that you are making mistakes and they're troubling us. So before you contacting us, there is a website. When we tell you to check website, is it not your responsibility to go through the website? You don't have time, then we will not have time. I'm not worried about my reputation or anything, unless and until I want people, I'm genuine, I'm doing my best efforts. I am not bothered about what people say about me or our platform or anything. People will have always one thing or something to say. It's up to them. There is nothing that is going to impact on us or anything, because we are sincere, we know what we are doing, and we are very transparent, accountable, and we are doing something which others are not doing. And you need to understand that. And without doing that, there is nothing we can do. If that's your problem, that is not our problem. So we have provided all the details. You can find out where you have gone wrong and correct it. You don't want to spend time, you don't want to follow instructions, and you want certificate, that will never happen. You forget about certificate if you are not following formalities. No one is going to give you. Even if I come to your organization, I have to follow. You are not going to give it like that. So you have to follow. There is no other option. Even if you don't come also, we are not bothered. There are billions of peoples. So people will come, go as per their convenience, as per their benefit. We are not worried about those things. You need to follow instructions. You need to complete the eligibility. We have mentioned also here, attendance is required and participation of inaugural and valedictory is required. Everything is mentioned here. You don't have time to visit website and check. And we have mentioned here clearly. See, 1 minute if you have taken and read this page, there is no need to daily message. That itself shows your irresponsibility, your negligence, your immaturity, and whatnot. You in the sense, not you, in general, all of us, including me also, as a participant. If I am texting someone without understanding these basic things, and if I say I have studied so much, I have so much of experience, what does that mean? That doesn't mean anything. That means we did not really learn anything from this so much of education. That is that education doesn't have any value, that experience doesn't have any meaning. And after that also, and if you are making any queries, here, there is a format here. How many are following this format when you are contacting us on WhatsApp or anywhere? You just simple message, certificate, I don't know, I couldn't find my certificate. When here there is a format, you need to follow this format. When you are making inquiry, you just tell me, if you are in my position, you just daily events are happening without any introduction, without even knowing who are you. We will not save all your contacts, no? Because daily many people will be joining, leaving, and how we can save all these contacts? You need to introduce yourself. No, that is common sense. We call it as culture, no? Samskara. When we talk to someone, first we introduce ourselves. No? That is what our parents taught to us. We don't even follow that ethics also, etiquette also. You have to introduce yourself properly, and you have to mention which date, what certificate. When you are asking for certificate, you need to mention the date and time or the title for which you are asking certificate. Nothing, you follow nothing, like a stupid fool, whatever. You just message and you say yourself a professional or experienced. What does it make? That is make any sense? I'm very openly telling, because it hurts a lot. Because I am also a professional. When a professional behaves in a very unprofessional, unethical, immoral manner, it hurts me also. How my fraternity is there, how my fellow professional is. And it conveys a very wrong notion. You may think it doesn't matter, but yes, it matters a lot. It conveys a very wrong impression about professionals, our professionalism, our university where we are studied, our professors, how we taught, our parents, how they taught us. When we are so much transparent, when we are so much, we have provided everything in so much detail, we are lacking common sense, and we don't have time to refer all this, and we are responding in a very unacceptable way. What does it reflect? Daily, now also I keep getting messages. That's why I'm not responding to any messages. You will not get anything. For certificates, there will be no support. You have to check website, you have to download. Because you are not following, you will only responsible for that. Whatever presenters, if everything, all the presenters have completed formalities, we will share. If they are not doing, we will take some extra time. And whoever has completed, we will issue. Whoever has not completed, in spite of presenting also, they will not get their certificates. That is very much clear. Whoever it may be, they have to follow formalities. Without completing formalities, no one will be issued. No matter how big is, how small, it doesn't matter. Even if you have, we have to go to university, you have to apply, you have to take admission, you have to write exam, and you have to get certificate. Even if you are a PM or president also, you won't follow all these formalities, you will not be getting admitted, you are not going to issue certificate. So that arrogance should not be there, that I am so big, so that is called arrogance. So our humility is where we follow the instruction. That is professionalism. That is what a real human being or a professional should do. A professional means he behaves in a professional manner. He understands what the system is. So follow instructions. If you don't follow, that is your problem. We are not going to hold ourselves responsible or anyway. So all the details are there on every page. There is a registration form, instructions are there. You don't even have 2 minutes time and wasting our time. So only speakers for presentations only and collaborations only. We are entertaining calls or messages because they need to provide information and they need to get acceptance. For certificates, no support is there. You have to check website. For registration participants, no need to contact us. You can register online You follow the instructions, attend, provide feedback, download your certificate. That's all. Other organizations are giving, you go there, attend there only, present there only. When you are coming here, you have to follow these rules, you have to follow these formalities, and you have to download. If you don't want to follow, don't attend also. No problem. Don't waste our time. Whoever wants to follow, they will come, they will attend, they will gain, and they will take knowledge and certificate from us. We are not bothered. For those who are not at any point of time, many organizations have similar thing. If you want to have that organization, you go there and you can get it, no problem. We don't even bother about that. This is how entire world is corrupted now. No one wants to change, and everyone wants to engage in corruption, and everyone wants to change the system. You don't want to follow rules, you don't want to follow the traffic rules, and you want everyone to be very disciplined, and we don't follow discipline, we don't maintain discipline. This is how country, we blame others, always try to look for blame others, but how we are behaving. This is very important. This is what actually we need to teach. So here, the platform, other platforms, I don't know, don't talk about them. Whether they are giving, you go there and take. We are not bothered. But here we have our own rules, our own regulations, our own standard procedures. You have to follow them. Then you attend it. Everything is free. You follow the instructions, you complete the formalities, and you download the set. If you don't want to follow, leave it. Leave the platform. No need of attending. It's up to you. No one is forcing you to come here, attend here. It's voluntarily. You all are coming, voluntarily attending, voluntarily gaining, and with this everything should happen with due respect. No one likes to be disrespected, and any kind of disrespect, I will also give you left and right on the face itself. Because respect comes when you respect others. When you don't respect others, we will also not respect you. So whatever it is, it should all be respectable manner. We should respect each other. We should have patience. The problem comes only when you are not following instructions. Something has gone wrong. You need to identify what has gone wrong, and you need to address those issues. Instead of that, you are blaming others. That will not help anyone, not only you also. We are not bothered also. Whoever comes will attend, whoever comes will take. We are creating awareness. Our target is minimum 1 person attends also, fine. We'll create this 2 years. If we are able to create 1 person daily also, we have already impacted more than 10,000 people have joined. They have got their knowledge, and they also got their certificates. Whoever has completed formalities, they are getting. When they are attending, when they are getting certificate, why you are not getting? You don't want to follow, so leave it. Why you are bothering other people? Why you are wasting other time and resources? When you don't value yourself, when you don't value your time. So first we should see ourselves, whether we are really following it or not. If you are not following, then you have to blame yourself only for not following. So we are trying to help you. This platform has helped so many people. So many people have come, presented, they have gained, and we should, in fact, promote such platform, protect such platforms, and maintain the integrity of such platform. Still 1 year is there, and there can be many presentations. Daily there is a scope for 4 budding entrepreneurs or experienced speakers or experts, those who can come here, present. And there is a scope of lot of participants who can come, participate. Let's use it positively, constructively, productively. And I am clearly saying certificate is not at all a priority, and we have clearly mentioned it is a token of gratitude. because you are coming here, contributing to the platform. That's why we are giving a appreciation, like an appreciation or a token of gratitude. And many people who just simply like a fool's text, what is the use of attending without giving certificate, without getting certificate? Then what is the use of you attending the without understanding the instructions? We have told you need to, it's your responsibility to understand. Without understanding, you are blaming others. What will make it? It doesn't make any sense. You are disrespecting yourself and you are devaluing yourself. For us, it doesn't matter. For me, it doesn't matter. These are very important things. You know, we need to have common sense. And we need to follow the rules. Only if you are willing to follow the rules, do attend, complete formalities and take certificate along with the knowledge. Certificate should be secondary. Only for certificate you are attending, then I would say we don't need numbers. One person also attend, we are happily, we will continue. There are many platforms, it's not like attendance is mandatory and you make all students to sit compulsorily and you force them, otherwise we'll not give you attendance, we'll mark you absent. These are not all these rubbish bullshit things we're not going to do in here. Everyone is coming voluntarily and it is a very good platform. Maintain the sanctity of this platform. Let's everyone learn together. If you are not eligible, you are not, don't worry about the certificate. In fact, we will give you because this is there, still there is a time, and we have provided option also. In case you have attended, missed out, because we cannot go back. The main issue here is we don't have time, like you don't have time, because we all have 24 hours only. We need to go forward. We cannot go backward and go to yesterday's, day before yesterday's, and day before yesterday's, and we keep doing the same work. We have to go forward. Today's over is today's finished, and tomorrow again we have an international webinar, and we need to fix speaker, and we need to have content prepared, and we need to circulate that. And so every day we have our own. We cannot go back and we cannot spend that time. We don't have that much time now. You need to understand that. So if you follow all the formalities, automatically things will be there. If you are in system, you are following system, automatically everything will be generated. You will also not have problem. You will also not. You need to understand that, everyone. I also need to understand. So you even make a request 1,000 times also, I am also helpless because I don't have time. If I go back, I cannot go forward. So my priority, my option is to go forward only. I will be moving forward only. Whether someone is coming to with me, along me, that is not this thing. So even if you contact also, I will not be able to help you because I am helpless. I need to move forward. I focus on tomorrow's event now. So whatever you have queries, you come daily. We are meeting 6 to 8. If you have any queries, if you are still, I am showing daily. If someone asks, I am showing how to download, where to download. If you have, for everything, there is a way. There is a proper way, proper channel to get your issues resolved. You cannot just go mad at everyone and shout it, or you abuse them, or you can go text them, or you say whatever you like. That is not the way to behave. That is not the way to communicate. So no queries, no calls or no messages will be entertained regarding certificates. We will provide you support, but that will be only on the platform. If you have any queries, you join the platform. Even if you want to get clarified, even if you don't want to attend also, no problem. You join the platform at least at the end of the session and make a request. We will show you. We are there to respond you because you will not be in a position. See, when all the instructions are there in every message also, we have given website link and you are not able to understand, then even if we explain on phone also, even if we share the same message also, you will be not in a position to understand. So why wasting our time and resources? If you want it to be displayed or presented, we are there here. We'll present you daily also. If you want daily, we will show you. No problem. But make it in a very respectable manner. And you make requests. We are there to help you. We are helping each other, everyone. We are there to help you people on this is being conducted for you only. Otherwise, we will only present daily and we will not even could have given opportunity for others. And we otherwise also, even all the conferences are charging, you know how much, even for collaboration, you have to pay how much, you know, for each conference to be part of, as a collaborator, you need to pay thousands of rupees, lakhs of rupees for each conference or seminar. It's not so easy, but we are not taking any single rupee. We are not expecting even a single rupee from any participant or collaborator or anything. We are doing it for free because we want to take us, all of you along with us. We want to share the entire credit. We are not taking any credit for ourselves. For that matter, we don't take any credit also. We want everyone, all of you to be part of this, and entire credit goes to all the participants, all the speakers, all the collaborators. So you should take responsibility. Then only we can say it's not that someone will take responsibility like I am taking. You should also take responsibility and you should find ways, means to solve it in a very rightful manner. Even in spite of that, you have problem, we are always there to help you. But you have to understand, we all have limited resources, limited time. We need to attend to other course. So do join daily sessions. We are there. We are there to help you 6 to 8. In case you have inquiries, don't disturb in between session. After so thank you everyone. All the certificates will be available. In case also, if there is some delay also, if you are eligible, it will be updated. Even if not in 15 days, even if not in 1 month, even if not 3 months also, if you are eligible, it will be updated. So don't keep calling us or messaging us regarding certificates. We are really helpless. We will not be able to provide any support for them due to limited time and resources. But if you are genuinely following all the instructions, it will be updated on the website. You can visit. All the certificates will be there. You need not worry that tomorrow we will remove the certificate like that. Till August 2023, all the certificates, anything also, if you by chance, if anything missed also, we will keep checking whenever cross-checking also. In case if there is anything to be updated, we will update. Even after that also, after August 2023, after this official ending of this Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav celebrations, then we will have time also. Even at that time, if you have attended, if there is any issue, if you could not complete formalities, still you want some certificate, is like at that time we will provide you one more opportunity also. I already informed you earlier itself. At that time we will provide one more form a single form for registration and also for feedback. If you have attended but not completed registration, but not provided feedback, at that time we'll provide you. Now we cannot provide you because we are very much packed. We are very much preoccupied. Now we cannot go back and forth, back and forth. That is not possible with us now. So you attend, keep attending. Don't worry about certificates. If you really want certificate, if certificate is that important for you, then you make sure you are not missing out any formality. You check 10 times and you make sure that you are following all the formalities, you are meeting, and you need to ensure that you are complying with all the formalities, then automatically your certificate will come. Otherwise, don't worry about certificate. If you still have any queries also after August 2023 also, we'll provide one more option for you. Whichever event you have attended, whether you have not registered, whether you have not provided feedback, at that time we will provide you. For that, then where we have time, because there will be no further events on this, so we can have some time allotted for. So thank you, everyone. Let's keep learning, keep positive vibes on this platform. We are there helping you, supporting you. You also support us, help us in conducting smoothly, and follow all the daily you need to register, because every day you are getting a new certificate. So daily you need to register. Registration form is being shared in the chat box. Immediately when the meeting starts, if you are joining late, the registration form is same. It is also on the website. You make sure before joining itself, you register and you attend. And feedback form, as we have already informed, there will be no feedback forms externally. All the feedback will be taken in the Zoom platform only from now onwards. For all the events, make sure you attend through Zoom app only and keep it updated so that you can see the poll form and fill the feedback form. And as per our availability and feasibility, whenever we get time, we keep generating the certificates after verification, and we will be updating. Don't be back of us asking for certificates. So whenever we are able to do it, we will do it and update it. So thank you everyone for joining us. See you all tomorrow. Take care. Good night.